Club for life.
So, Stacks, now that we are definitive mutants, talk me through this. What do you think is the good, the bad, and the ugly here?
I'm still leaning towards Red Skull just because I'm going to pull up Robbie's list here in a second, but I don't think he has a lot of clean answers to a 10-10, at least in the early game.
Right.
If he can maybe just cross his fingers that Smallwood can't find the cube early and he can push it to the late game, he does have a solid late game, right? But we'll see what happens. Smallwood is known for always drawing godly, and he's got the Wakanda suite in here, so I'm a little nervous for Smallwood here, or for Robbie Stewart, rather.
All right, and the prediction is up. We can now vote whether you think it's going to be Red Skull or the boy on Quake. So make sure everything's pulled up. Man, this will be... Oop. Sorry guys. There we go.
Smallwood is playing the 4 Wakanda. Looking at Robbie Stewart's list, I'm having trouble coming up with anything that he can do before turn, 6 to deal with a 10-10.
Yeah,
short of a team attack.
Yeah, but then imagine the scenario that you'd make this aggressive team attack to try to put him off of being the 10-10, and then you get that
strength above all else.
Yes, which is just such a blowout when it actually sees play that it is insane. What's going on, Geezer? Glad you could come and make it. We're on round 4. This is the last of the undefeateds for the Midwinter Championship. So.
Oh, did Patrick take an L there?
Actually, you might be right. I need to double check that. I forgot there were 3 undefeateds.
Now, I missed mulligans, but I think that Smallwood just wrote a card there.
He did.
Not good.
That's okay. So if they
he's playing against Quake though. Never mind. He's just holding on to his locations.
Okay,
I was doing the same thing. Yeah, I forgot what he was playing against for a second.
He just wants to play that Wakanda and then turn it down on turn 2.
Yeah, he's playing around the blue. I did the same thing in this matchup.
So Savage gets discarded off of the Zola. We got our mental calculation. Man, the fact that Quake can't turn him down, and he's going to get 1, probably 2 calculations. That's also pretty big. We didn't even talk about that in the setup of this match.
Yeah, it's really significant. There are aggro Quake variants, but this is not that. So it's unlikely that we're going to see Robbie Stewart, push really aggressively, which means that mental calc is just even better in this particular matchup because it's a very slow Quake variant.
Okay, here's that Wakanda. Probably get the yellow from hand. Yep, pretty easy turn here. Come with 10-10, punch this Quake. Now, we could see the double strategic homeland. Although, no, it's a ranged attack, so it doesn't matter.
So we're going to see that 10-10 come out, and yeah, it'll be pretty safe. I wonder if he has the red in his hand. Obviously, we saw he was holding on to the locations, like we said, to play around the blue power on Quake.
So you guys will notice that when he shuffled his deck, he actually took a number of cards off of the top. That's one of the precautions they're taking as an online event. They are picking a random number. Anytime you shuffle your deck, you have to cut the top, whatever number they decide for that round, off the top. So that's what that was.
Yeah, very good thing to do, I think, in an online event. In an environment that's essentially unpoliceable, it's good to police it as much as you can. So
yeah. So yes, Red Skull is Robert Smallwood. Alright, so pretty easy attack, easy wound.
Yep, Sharon Carter for the draw and the scry, and then we're just walking.
Man. And like the 5-6 wound advantage in Quake's favor just quickly vanishes.
Right, yep.
It looks like she does level next turn though, correct? Or does she need 7?
I can never remember.
Yeah.
Quake needs 5 experience.
Dreadnought for the... Oh, because the soldier kills the Zola, so he is going to get in there for that next wound this turn. Oh no, because he can't, because Dreadnought only has 1 attack.
Yeah, and the burn doesn't trigger till the end of turn.
That's
so.
right. So he's able to save himself a turn there. Man, I tell you what, like, so in my testing, I played Runner, and Runner was like a house. He was great offensively against death because he never dies and he's a free attack every turn. And he was a great blocker if you needed a few extra turns against these, like, not flying aggro decks.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Quake up front. What's the move here? I saw him swinging in with Strucker, or attempting to. No, change his mind.
Pass. I mean, there's no way you're protecting Strucker here. There's no way you're protecting Strucker here, right? Like, there's no way Strucker gets through this turn. Unless the strategic homelands makes Quake. She did level up, so.
Let's see, what's the recruit here? Strucker of his own. Put a counter. Oh, 2 counters because Dreadnought apparently is a soldier, so that's just going to melt.
He certainly is.
Yep, going to get Strucker right out of there.
Yeah. Being able to kill Strucker without even committing an attack, because Strucker's going to stun back most things, right?
Right, yep.
So strong.
Very top-heavy character. Now, playing around, being careful because of the strategic homeland, obviously. We haven't seen one yet, and pretty relevant here now that he's at level 2. Takes the wound anyway, though.
Man. This is... kind of feels bad right now. He's on... Like, they're both, like... Quake can't really start pushing into gear against Red Skull till later, and he's on the draw, so he's, like, a turn behind already.
Right.
So we got... Turn 4, we're at 3 wounds, correct?
I see...
2.
I just see 2 wounds on Quake there.
Oh, because he missed the turn because of the double front row blockers.
Yeah, he successfully blocked. We haven't seen Smallwood rip anything out of Robbie's deck yet, which I would be interested to see what he calls. Got to be something on the top end. Probably Iron Man or Foom. Probably Foom. Yeah. Foom, Iron Man, Morloon, Leviathan Beast, all good calls.
Although Morloon's really good against Red Skull. Because you just take that... You might not get that stun.
Any of those days things, yeah.
You just take it away, and he can only play so many cubes. So there does become a point where the Red Skull's just not relevant anymore.
Right. In the late game, he has a number of answers, and a lot of them are like just one-of copies. One of Morloon, one of Leviathan Beast, all answers. So, you got to be choosy with what you... Red Skull. Or Cube, rather. So, another Zola discard, and a Melinda May at a discounted price this turn.
Man, Melinda May is a card that... from the list I've seen, because I haven't got to look through every single list yet, but it's didn't see as much play as I thought it was going to this weekend. Cause like Death gets it for free points, and it's super easy for Death to play it for free, right? So
right
with the 8 wounds,
looks like strength above all else.
Man, that card is
kept the board from getting cleaned up.
Such a beating.
It's so good, this matchup. What does that card do exactly? Let me go. I'm gonna go read the exact wording on the strength above all else.
I believe it's if they have the highest attack, they can't be struck.
Can't be struck. Yep.
Yeah. So it's really good against the Harrigan matchup. Yeah. So like the Harrigan matchup is insane because like they make that team attack, you deny the XP and you kill something.
Yeah, I especially know because a lot of the Harrigan players that he was playing against, even though Red Skull was a 10-10, they were just hungry for the XP and they were swinging in just to get the XP, knowing that they would get stunned back.
Oh.
And then strength above all else,
That feels so bad.
Yeah, don't even get the XP.
You just lay your guy down for nothing. You just let me have free reign on your board. So yeah, if you're Smallwood and this deck is designed to easily prey upon the decks like Harrigan, you're pretty happy to see 7 of them because like that means that they could win out and still come in the top 8 with you, and then you just like could have some easy praise in top 8 as well because it's still a decently strong deck.
And I don't know what Smallwood played against in round 4, but I know his first 3 were 3 Harrigans.
Oh jeez.
And he bodied all of them.
I've got probably a team attack into Quake. Yep, take that wound. That is wound 3 of 6.
Yep, put the burn on Melinda May.
Man, Dreadnought is pretty solid, man. Just don't care about your 1-1 in the back row past turn. Take your wounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I got my 8/8 up front. Man. Yeah, like, it's going to take a lot for Robbie to dig himself out of this one.
I mean, and once he clears the 10-10, by now, Smallwood probably has another cube in hand. He's showing yellow Wakanda.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Does Robbie not have the blues to...
He could, if he... Yeah, whenever he decides he needs to, he could flip down the Wakanda if he wants.
Yeah. So you think that's an oversight, then, to just play the Wakanda? Like, if you're giving away your Wakanda because your opponent has the blue up, like, there must be something strong in his hand, which probably means we're going to see a 6, a 7, an 8, like, on curve from Smallwood. It's just kind of a read I get from that, right?
Right.
Because otherwise, you would always want your cube to be able to reset.
Now, is Smallwood, he's playing a top end in this deck, right? He is. Yeah, he's going all the way up to Foom. He's got Morloon, he's got Magneto in here. He's got all the good stuff.
Yeah, I would... Let's see here. That's what I forgot to do. I forgot to pull up all those lists.
Looks like Robbie is prioritizing cleaning up the board as opposed to trying to team attack into Red Skull for fear of probably getting blown out by...
Yeah,
well,
it makes sense, but it's also kind of rough that it's like eventually you do have to start chiseling down this Red Skull. So, if you're playing against Red Skull, what's your strategy? Like, the things you can do is obviously you eventually have to get this cube off of him, but I don't think Robbie has any like proactive ways to start actively going after his other cubes, like to preemptively get rid of the other cubes, right? Like if you're a deck that's running red cube, you can go through and for a red take away one of his abilities to be 10/10, which seems fine. It seems like a good use of the.
Well, they're all called Cosmic Cube, and what is?
Oh, they are. You do name a card, or you?
No, it doesn't name a card. It says choose a card. So you're right. You only get one.
Okay, yeah, all copy. Yeah, and then it's all copies, not all copies that share a name, right?
Right, you're right. It's the individual card. So if it said something like name a card, then you would get all of the name. But yeah,
that makes sense. So let's see here. We're back on Robbie, right? Yeah.
Are we?
Oh no, Smallwood's on 7 now.
Yeah, Smallwood is on 6 or 7. We could see a Magneto, Leviathan Beast.
Gonna be Magneto.
Yep.
Does that really?
It doesn't.
Affect
it's not
the
super
board,
amazing
but I
on
mean
this
it's
board.
still a fine range attacker, right?
Yeah, and it means he'll get to clean up this whole board this turn. Going after Grant Ward first to prevent the heal, I think.
No, he went at.
Oh no, he did it in the wrong order, I think. Yep.
I wonder if that was an oversight. He forgot what Grant Ward did.
Yeah, potentially an oversight. Yeah, because in a shield deck, Grant Ward is essentially an extra life, right? So
Yeah.
I would have probably tried to fly over with the Magneto, clean up Grant Ward first, and then go in for the wound on Quake. But as it stands,
We're gonna go ahead and Wakanda
Robbie
out. Probably another cube, because I don't think Robbie plays anything that's gonna directly interact with our hand too much. So
yep, he's getting the 3-drop cube, anticipating probably losing that cube next turn to something like a Leviathan Beast or a Morloon.
a little hesitation there. I wonder what that was. Okay. So you are, man, this is like the second game, because I got to watch one of Smallwood's games earlier where he just slammed this cube on 2 and just he didn't lose it all game.
Yep.
And it's starting to look like that's what's going to happen here. So I mean, obviously you got the Morloon or the Foon that could deal with it, but he hasn't like made Smallwood use a lot of resources either.
Yeah, and Robbie's only on the 1 copy Morloon and 1 Levy Beast.
Okay, so we've got the Uncanny Defense Captain America.
Yeah, it doesn't do much here on this board.
No, because of the flying, right?
Yeah.
And that cap has 2 wounds, but the 2 wounds doesn't matter because of Magneto. Yeah.
No, he's just a 1 health guy, I think.
Oh, is he just 1 health? Okay. I was thinking he was 2 for some reason. Oh, you know who I'm thinking of?
So good.
The Espionage, the Mockingbird. I think she has 2 wounds.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so we'll be on 7 here. I don't think you need to drop a more loon or anything like that.
I mean, although if you play it, you don't even have to deal with the Captain America.
Yeah.
It's just like, alright, that stays down.
He's got plenty of attacks to play around it, though.
Yeah.
Assuming he has something impactful here. Because actually, neither one of those guys can hit the 8 defense that are... I mean, Red Skull can, but... Either of those guys can clear Captain America.
Oh, yeah, because he's got a big booty Judy over there, right?
Yeah, although if you just do, like, Red Skull into Quake, he switches it out for Cap, you kill the Cap, and then you can do, like, Dylan into Quake.
Yeah. Got a Kane looking for...
It's fighting all the wild locations.
I saw 1 cube in there. He must have like 1 basic left or something.
Yeah, he's picking up. It's just yellows.
Because I think that's the only basic he plays.
Yeah, it looks like he just wants his canes to always hit the yellows to make the Wakanda live.
Yeah.
You know, he's not even really worried about activating the cubes. I mean, if you need to, you have the Gehenna, but he's more worried about just sticking it on there and being a 10.
Yeah. So, okay. So it's been really, really one-sided so far. Is there a world where Robbie's able to crawl out of this? Like, what sequence of cards does he need to see to be like, okay, now I can... Oh, we're going to just go get another yellow. Why do we even bother shuffling? The efficiency.
He could have underdropped like a spiked Leviathan or something.
Yeah.
But just decided to go for the cane. So these cubes are never going away.
Yeah. So like, what sequence of cards do you need to see as Robbie to pull yourself out of this situation?
I mean,
we're just rubbing it in. Just be like, here.
Okay. Well, we're gonna get to look at his hand and ruin any chances he has of making comeback. Actually, so
shock.
Okay, all the plot twists.
All right, so
are we getting rid of that Foom? Foom's good. Iron Man's good.
Man, it's tough because you could take. It's probably right to take the Foom or the Iron Man.
Yeah.
But because just knowing that the strategic homelands are there, like you could work around those, right?
Yeah.
Although this does make Robert's turn a little awkward. Because now the Red Skull can't take down the Captain America.
Yeah, and all the combat cards I was going to mention are currently in Robbie's hand. He has Morloon, Iron Man, and Foom.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
You gotta think, and we know that Smallwood has 1 yellow, so he has 2 mystery cards, 1 yellow, because he searched, or he came out 2 yellows. He searched for a cube. And so we don't know what 2 of his cards are right now.
Right.
Man, that's because if Smallwood just misses on Foom, yeah, I gotta take the Foom.
Yeah, I took the Foom.
Because then
that leaves some really good cards in there, but I think you have to take the Foom.
Yeah, Iron Man comes down, becomes an 11-11, right? Or yeah, he comes 11-11 because he goes until he's bigger than your biggest.
Yeah, he'll
thing.
go to be 1 bigger than the biggest, which is currently Red Skull at 10.
I guess like Morloon like counteracts that play, right? But then you have to have like a cube also, because Morloon will put down anybody and they can't get back up.
Right. Yeah. So I feel like I mean, you want to get that cube off Red Skull and bring him down to size, but I feel like you have to answer the Magneto first. Otherwise, a daze is just going to ruin your.
Okay, so here, what about this line of play? What if you go Iron Man down, become an 11-11, and then you go after Magneto first?
Yeah, I think you have to clear Magneto first.
Okay.
Otherwise, like you clear the Red Skull first, and then next turn, Smallwood's playing 3 Morloon, so I'm tempted to believe one of those cards in his hand is a Morloon, and he just drops that and dazes the Iron Man, and it's worthless now.
Okay, well, Robbie disagrees with us. He's
going with the Morloon line first. Okay.
Because he can.
That's good.
Marlon
You can answer
rumble.
both this way.
Yeah, that's fair. Outside of something like shock, right?
Okay, so Robbie's making better plays than us because that you can actually answer both theoretically. Wow.
Oh, nothing. And that's another cube down. This could be what Robbie needs to piece himself out of this.
Did Smallwood mess up by playing that cube on Magneto? Should he have saved it?
It's hard to say. He might even have it. Like, okay, I saw when he was Kane playing, when he played Kane, I saw at least one other cube in his deck, so he might still have one that we don't know where it's at. It could be in his hand still.
Man, but
now that you lose,
Robbie he's got the Iron Man in his hand still.
Yeah, and like every man, yeah, that's rough. That might have been a misstep because every cube you kind of look at it as extra lives, right? Like, because the 2/5 version of Red Skull is easy to take down.
Okay, Lovey Beast, good card.
So our predictions both have, I think we got 2 for Quake, and then we had 93% Red Skull, 7% Quake.
Yeah.
But I think that's based on because it's a betting system for your channel points.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like someone put a K up for Red Skull.
Oh, nice. Dodging this wound with double strategic. Man, this game looks like a big turnaround. Smallwood's only got 3 cards in hand. He's running on empty.
Yeah.
Playing the Iron Man, okay. I was wondering if maybe the move was to hold on to it until you need it.
Right.
Potentially lose it to like a Serpent Crown or something.
Trying to think, yeah, because you get Serpent Crown's not the worst because there's nothing on Robbie's side that's going to make it grow too big.
Conda yellow again.
All right, so there's our cube. Now we've played the 2-drop, we played the 3-drop, so it's 4 or 5 left. So that means we probably go find the 4, which gives us 5 left to spend. What 5-drop does Robert have? Sorry. Oh no,
Boom.
just Foom.
Foom comes
Just
down.
Foom.
Okay.
Just Foom. Ooh, okay.
We just made his Iron Man so good though.
But that's the thing. I think this is a trap. I think he's trying to get Robbie to grow Iron Man so that he can Wakanda out that Serpent Crown.
That's right, yeah. He's not just locked into getting cubes, so he can go grab his crown if he wants. Does Robbie take the bait though?
Oh man, I'm excited to find out.
He could flip down that Wakanda though. He's showing a natural green for Iron Man and a wild that he could use to flip down the Wakanda.
Yep, that's true. And plus those greens can just be used to he
could push the Foom to the back and lock it there for a turn.
Yeah. So this is a little awkward.
No, he got the cube, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I was going to say cuz like you could go find the cube and be like, all right, I get to level up next turn. Or
I think maybe that was the trap, and now he just noticed what I just noticed, which was that Wakanda is not going to survive a turn.
Yeah, because then like the split side was like, okay, now I can just go search for the Serpent Crown, but it's like not very good because you know about it.
Right.
You're not going to pump, you're likely not going to pump the the Iron Man at that point. So just like that, like Robbie's right back in this game, and he's actually in the driver's seat. So
Right, and although in this way, because Foom takes that stun back, you're not at risk of facing a giant Iron Man right away, at least.
yeah. So yeah, Chad is pointing out he could already have it in hand, and it's just like even next step. Man.
So the green is going to lock Foom into the back row.
Okay.
Which means unless he replaces it with another Foom, that Iron Man is definitely going to get to grow next time.
Right. So is it... I don't know how I feel about that. I guess it's just so that you... Yeah. Because then Iron Man can just like shoot it or something next turn. Man, it's crazy just like how fast this game flipped over.
Yeah, someone in chat said this game is super over when Smallwood was ahead, and this is a completely different game now.
Yeah. And like that's one thing you gotta like remember is like you can never just like when you're sitting there at the table like this and you're like that far behind, you can't just be like, man, I'm just dead, I don't know what I could do. You gotta stop and to have the conversation that we had with yourself, right? That's like, okay, you're super behind, but like what is your, how do you get ahead? Like what cards are going to help you win this game?
Right. Yeah, Smallwood taking his time here, really considering.
Yeah, because it's almost like, do you play the cube? Because like, you can't really play it because it's just going to go away.
He's also pretty far away now. I'm having flashbacks to that where he didn't kill the Grant Ward first, and he allowed Robbie to heal a wound.
Yeah, so Robbie should really be at 4 wounds.
He
right
should
now.
be at 4, but he managed to save it because of how Smallwood sequenced his attacks.
That's one of the bonuses of playing those lesser play cards, you know.
Right.
All right, now let's give this Foom range somehow. Like he doesn't have creature, right? So like, obviously not Smallwood can't make this line of play, but there is a world where you could just go, all right, then I'll put this minigun on this Foom and see what happens this way. So we got a team attack for 8, team attack for 12, 16, pardon me.
Oh, nice. Okay, yeah, so the cube does come down. Yeah, so there's a 16 team attack there.
Morloon doesn't have range, but Iron Man's only 7/7, so Iron Man is going to go down here probably. Ooh, nope.
Oh, Captain America says no.
I thought Captain had to be the guy.
No, it's you can't do it when it's him.
Oh,
it's when
okay.
another character is attacked, you get to switch out any 2, I think.
Wow.
Once per turn, when another character gets attacked, you may remove it from the combat and have a different character. Yep.
Wow. It's like super uncanny defense. Oh, man.
Oh, man. Yep, that's rough.
Huge. Yeah, I think a few oversights of lesser play. Oh, we got Dave's Leviathan. Spoiler alert. Like a few oversight of lesser play cards. Which is basically what this whole format's about, right? Is the cards that no one gets to see play.
Yep.
It's like, are probably going to steal this game.
So do we grow the Iron Man? Oh, he pitches the clown?
Oh.
Whoa, oh my.
All right,
okay.
I guess it's time to make this Iron Man grow, right?
What's in his hand that?
Well,
because you get to pick what you throw with Zola. What is in your hand that you? Oh wow! And he crowns the Foom. All right, I think this game is super over now. But
I mean, we thought that earlier too. So
yeah.
So if you're Smallwood, like, what is your line to get out of this?
Holy jeez.
Oh man, he's hitting him with his own dragon.
Rude.
The audacity.
Jeez.
Gives him the old shoulder shrug, like, I don't know, man, it's going pretty
I
good
don't
for
know.
me.
He's like, I don't know how I did it, but
Yeah. So these two gentlemen are both part of the back-to-back club, right?
that's right.
The three-man band of me, Smallwood, and Robbie.
And they're both pretty much locked in for top 8 anyway. But
Yeah.
they had joked about flipping a coin for this. So. I'm gonna scroll through and see how many people are still playing. There's lots of people still playing.
Okay, good. We can probably jump then if we need to. The overlay will be a little behind, but I'll catch up the overlay once we get there. Morloon, today's the Foom, because we don't lose the Foom if we daze the Foom.
That brings the Foom back. Pretty good. We're 2 away from death, though, and we haven't been able to stick a wound on Quake in several turns. Kills the Morloon, which shuffles it back to the deck because of the immortal keyword.
I always forget he has immortal.
Yep. Alright, so we got a team attack here, although we're probably just going to get bodied by an uncanny defense.
You said this was. I looked away at chat for just 1 second. You said this is a team attack?
Yeah, there's a team attack, Strucker and Red Skull on... Looks like we're taking out the Captain America. He can't save himself. It has to be when another character's attacked. So we did clear the Captain America.
You can't uncanny me if I take away your uncanny. Fool me once.
Days Leviathan.
Chat saying that flipping a coin for this would have been a huge disservice because this game has been very good.
Yeah, I agree. Looks like probably not choosing to take the days, just take the Comet Fall. I would think. Because I think you could probably clean the board up if you don't.
Because the day's effect is a May ability. Let's look at the lineup of the attacks, right? So Morloon's at 8/8, right?
Yeah, so it would be a 7, so you could clear it with a range attack from Iron Man.
Yeah, you could even like throw Coulson in there for good measure. Oh, anyone can team attack now. It's a party. So Iron Man can go elsewhere. The Zola could take out the... Wait, what just happened? Oh, did Baron already have a minus counter on him?
Yeah, because of the Comet Fall.
Okay.
And then a soldier clears it instantly.
Okay, that's right. Okay, so yeah, and the soldier. I was like, wait, what happened? I forgot he had already had a counter on him from the Comet Fall.
We're going to lock the Foom back to the back row again.
Man. I don't know if there's a one-turn sequence that gets him out of this. Because
he's going to go to 4 right here.
Although Robbie isn't showing another green, so like there's a world where like you could play another Foom or something.
Right,
but
play
like,
Foom.
if he hits another green, this is gonna be it.
Yeah, he'll go to 4. I think he needs to find a second Foom to play over the Foom.
Yeah. You know who'd be really good here, which I was trying to put into decks for this format, but nobody would put him in there for me. Doorman. Nobody would play the Doormans for me. I was like, guys, come on. This guy's sweet. Doorman would be like, all right, Foom, get in there. Let's go. Puts him right up front.
Yeah, there it is. The second Foom over the Foom.
Overlay.
Yeah, this isn't even a guarantee, though, because you don't want to make an attack that's going to get your Foom hit back.
Yeah.
But you need to clear the Strucker, otherwise...
But if that last card is strength above all else, we're party rocking.
Let's see, what's the move here? You really want to clear the Strucker, because the team attacks are going to be able to kill your Foom.
Yeah. You're going to have to sacrifice a Strucker to do that, though, probably. It's the way
you also have to clear Coulson, because Coulson gives everybody stealth.
Well, yeah. Well, not everybody.
Your shield people.
The important guys. The Iron Man and the Quake. So we're going to wipe out that front row. Does that not
really
hit?
risky, because that was 13.
13. Math is
So
good
a little scary,
sometimes.
little sketch. Gotta clear the Strucker, right? Wow, it's kind of a board clear.
Yeah, you got to make that Strucker
Yeah,
trade.
you have to clear the Strucker. You
And
have
then
to.
I don't think he's playing Savage, right?
No, but
Oh, but he has the blue up. You don't. So this last card's
you
good.
could lose your one card in hand.
Yeah. So this card's clearly good. That's what I've gathered from this. Oh, well, no. There's two attackers. You can't dodge them both.
Oh,
Ooh,
Hawkeye, man.
that's a rough one. Oh yeah, you had the shock. Okay. Man, that was an exciting game.
Holy
cow.
cow.
Hey,
Who would've
Geezer,
called
thank you
that?
for that tier 1 sub. Appreciate that, man.
Who would have called that on like turn 3 that Smallwood or that Robbie Stewart was going to pull that out?
Oh yeah, there was no way.
Club. 4 life.